Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Good one to you. We've got some rock stars, we'll call them, with us today. This is Mark from the Seven Fortunes team. We've got, of course, SJ. SJ, give us a little wave. SJ is the creator of this great game. We've got Karen. Karen, give us a little wave, a little something. Karen is part of the team that runs Adventures in Game Night on Instagram. If you haven't checked them out, go and do it. Aaron is our next person there. Aaron, give us a little wave. Aaron runs the GameEnthus podcast. We believe it might be his 10-year anniversary with that today, but time can be a crazy thing. We don't really know. Welcome, Aaron. Below Aaron, we've got Luke. Luke, who's part of the Seven Fortunes team and maybe a brother of SJ, and likes to bring a lot of comic relief to these gaming sessions. And then Joel, who is another one of our gaming friends, happens to be married to the one and only Karen Smith. And let's be honest, in this crowd, Joel and Mark are made fun of regularly, and that's okay. We've learned to just be okay with that.
All right.
Yep, that's so true.
Okay, well, let's start. Do you want to give everybody just a general overview of what Seven Fortunes is? We are going to play through a whole game, everybody. We'll let Aaron and Karen and anybody else ask any questions. If you're watching us live, drop those questions in the chat, and we'd love to answer them while you're here with us.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, absolutely. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us, and happy unofficial 10th anniversary for your podcast. Sincerely, thanks so much for playing, and excited to play with some great gamers today. So yeah, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, so just a quick overview on how to play Seven Fortunes. Again, if you've joined us before, this will be familiar for you now. Those who are joining us for the first time, this is kind of the 30,000-foot overview of how to play quickly, and then we'll touch in on some things that are a little bit more detailed as we play along here. But everybody will pick a champion. And of course, this is the Greek Mythology Edition, so these champions are based upon the stories and rich content of Greek mythology. So everybody in the role order that you'll see us establish in just a second will pick a champion from the Greek gods, the heroes and heroines and monsters. And with that champion, they will find that they will have unique abilities and strategy that they can apply during the game, in the action phase, to each other, etc. Each one of these champions has a unique strategy that will kind of guide your path towards the victory, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the only path, but just things that can help you in certain areas of the game. After everybody will pick a champion, everybody will then wager an amount of their drachmas, you can see those here, on the likelihood of winning a winning hand in the stacking minigame. Now, this minigame, if you've seen it before, it's super, super fun. It's based upon blackjack, but instead of going to 21, you're going to 7. So every player will take cards, trying to get as close to 7 without going over 7. If you go over 7, then you bust and you lose your bet. If you get close to 7 or get a 7, you automatically win. Or if you beat the other players with your high count on the cards, then you will get an equal payout from the bank to your wager. Now, really, really cool. In the game, you can get what is called an Olympus Win. These are specific combinations of cards that you can go for to get additional drachmas and hero points that can help you advance your game and help you a lot in the next phase, which is the action phase. And we'll talk a little bit more about that minigame. There's a few more nuances and clarifications. But after everybody has received their payment or they have lost their money after the minigame, they then move on to the action phase. Now, everybody will have one action during this phase, unless your champion abilities say you have more, or you have the bows of Artemis and Apollo, which gives you the ability to steal somebody else's turn, which means you could have 2 actions on this cycle. Now, with these actions, you can do many things. You can duel other players. The most likely that you'll do is buy items, and these are items like the 3 glories, which are the Trident of Poseidon, Helm of Hades, Thunderbolt of Zeus. You can buy the relics, which are these 7 in the middle. All of these items in the game have abilities that can combo with your champion abilities, and these abilities either help you defend your board, can make you an offensive player, meaning that you can attack other players. And again, all these items, in addition to having abilities, they're all worth victory points. Now, the way to win Seven Fortunes, there's 3 possible ways. The first way, and the most common way that people try to win Seven Fortunes, is to get to 150 victory points and hold it through a full cycle of actions, meaning you got to hold it against the other players through a full turn. And then if you can, you win. To get victory points, this is a culmination of many things. Stacking your drachmas, your hero points, and collecting your items that are all worth victory points. So all throughout their game, you're going to be collecting those victory points and trying to protect those victory points against the other players. And of course, the other players are going to be trying to do things to prevent you from collecting those victory points, especially as you near the win. Now, there are things you can do to stop people in the game. One is dueling. Another thing is playing the epics. And these are legendary kind of events in Greek mythology, like the Trojan horse, for instance. If somebody has bet really, really well and has a lot of money in the game, you can play the Trojan horse on your action to them. And when you play this against them, if they can't block it by rolling a 6, then you steal half their gold. So some really, really cool things there, and we'll take a look at that. And that's really 7 Fortunes in a nutshell. We'll talk about those other 2 ways as we go on how you can win the 7 Fortunes. But this cycle of this full cycle turn of making a bet in the mini card game and either winning or losing money there, and then in the action phase, collecting items, dueling other players, and this cycle will go on again and again and again until we get close to having a winner. And once that winner is declared, game over. And it's really, really cool is that these games can sometimes carry a little bit in a bigger player game, like a 5 or 6, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. In a 3 to 4 player, they're 20 to 30 minutes. So you can play several games of 7 Fortunes in one night. And the great thing is if you have one bad game, no problem. You get a new champion next game, you can try it again. So that's really 7 Fortunes in a nutshell. The best way to learn is to play. Any quick questions before we kind of start right into it?
I just have one quick question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the order is the game that's sort of style like blackjack, where you're trying to get 7 or closest to 7.
Correct.
You're making a wager.
Yes.
And then you take those winnings and you're buying the abilities in like sort of the middle row. So you have abilities with which to gain more victory points or limit other people or take theirs, essentially.
You nailed it, Aaron. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. And just a clarification, the 7 relics, those that are in the middle, they have set prices, Aaron. And you can see that on your Master of Olympus playboard here. And at any time, Aaron, I know we're having some connection issues as far as just go ahead and let me know what you're feeling. We can zoom in on those prices for you. But everybody will see these Master of Olympus playboards in the Gold Pledge and Diamond Pledge on our Kickstarter right now. And these are kind of the strategy hub where you can see all the abilities, what the prices are. It kind of clarifications on the Olympus Win. So you can really have that strategy hub to plan your moves ahead and see what everything's worth. This top row here, Aaron, these 3 are the glories. These also have abilities like the relics, but they have also a unique ability. They have one ability that while in your possession, just like the relics you have, but they also have a play ability, meaning if you play the card, you lose it, it goes back to the bank, but it has a really, really unique, powerful ability if you play it. Like the Thunderbolt of Zeus, if you play it, you can steal one of somebody's relics, one of these 7 here. If you play it, you lose it, but a really powerful ability there. The only other item, Aaron, that we haven't talked about is the Hand of Midas. And this item gives you gold per turn. Now, if any time, Aaron, in the game, you run out of drachmas, your money currency in the game, and have no way to replenish it by the end of your turn in the turn cycle, then you're out of the game. That's how you're eliminated. It's rare, but it can happen, these eliminations in the game. And just since we're on the topic, if at any point the game gets down to 2 players, meaning in this game, there's 3 eliminated, at the end of that round, whoever has the most victory points of those 2 players wins. So that's another way you could win in 7 Fortunes is the elimination of players and not just trying to go to victory points, but actually eliminated people, meaning you're dueling for their drachmas, you're playing items that steal their gold, or you're watching if they've spent too much money on trying to buy items and they're really, really low cash, and then you can try to eliminate them if they're low cash. So it's just a really kind of unique way also to swing it up instead of just going for victory points. So any other questions, Aaron? That was a really good question.
Just the last thing is this on the upper right corner, the 3 blue, the bluish area. What is that?
Yes. So this is the price board. Thank you. So the relics, that price those prices for the 7 relics in the middle here, those are all set. But the glories, the Hand of Midas, and the epics, every time that they're played or battled for, that price goes up. So for instance, on your first round, say you bought the Thunderbolt of Zeus, you'd look over at the price board and you say, okay, it's 5 drachmas, and we'd move that piece. And then if it was ever battled for again, the next person would have to pay 5 in order to battle for you. And as it was battled, they would go up in price.
10, 15. Okay, so it gets more pricey.
Right. The only item that doesn't move left to right as far as prices go, Aaron, is the Hand of Midas. It can be bought at any level available on here. It doesn't have to move one at a time left to right. Like, for instance, if you had a really good first round and you had 10 drachmas to spare, you could buy it at the 10 level, and we'll zoom in a little bit more. And then next turn, you would get 15 drachmas per turn. So that could be bought at any level there instead of just left to right. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll and get our roll order, and then we'll pick champions and we'll get started here. So we'll go ahead and roll, everybody. Let's see here. I rolled a 3. Aaron, I'll roll for you. Aaron's got a 4, and Joel, here's a dice for you there in the right corner. Let's see. Karen got a 3. Luke got a 4. Joel got a 1. So let's go Aaron first. So he will have the ROA.
That's a great start for me.
Sometimes that is an advantage, Joel, so no problem, my friend. So ROA just means you will go first in the mini card game and in the action phase, Aaron. And then at the end of every turn cycle, that will rotate in the roll order. So everybody have a chance to go first and last, which there's advantages to both.
Okay.
So early game, it is advantage to be first. But late game, it's advantage to be last as well, just because you can kind of strategize how you're going to finish the game. And if you're the last person in the turn, then nobody else can do anything to you in that turn cycle, and therefore kind of close your win. So we're going to play standard. Oh, sorry. Did somebody say something there? Or is that just feedback? Okay. So we're going to play standard draft mode. These piles here, Aaron, are separated into the beginner, intermediate, and advanced champions. All these abilities are pretty similar. I'm confident you could play any one, but obviously the beginner are easier to apply when you're just starting off. So I'm going to deal 1 to everybody, 1 from each pile. And obviously some of these abilities won't make complete sense on this first choosing, and I'll have to zoom in here for you just a sec, Aaron. It won't make complete sense on what all these mean. So kind of first off, just kind of feel what kind of artwork do you like? Who are you feeling? Who's calling to you kind of thing to start. I need the intermediate here, sorry. Okay. And we'll look at yours first, Aaron, so that everybody can kind of see with you here. And double click everybody if you want to zoom in here. So you have Atlas as your beginner champion, Aaron. He's just kind of that enduring champion. He gets 5 drachmas and 5 hero points per turn right after the mini card game. So he has that constant influx of cash and hero points.
Seems useful.
Yep. So that's pretty much him. The other abilities kind of really talk about that. If Hercules or the Nemean lion skin are in the game, then they pay the 5 instead of the bank. So just kind of a way to battle them. And all the stories of Greek mythology are kind of inflated with their abilities. So you remember the time where, Atlas tricked Hercules to carry the world for him. So there's those kind of ties there. And then if at any time one player is eliminated, then it goes down to 3 and 3 hero points. So that's Atlas. And then you have Athena as your intermediate. The Aegis is free to buy and battle for, and only she can battle for the Aegis. So that's one of the relics. And that relic, it gives you an automatic 4 on the dice, no lower than a 4. So if you won 1 through 3, so it makes her a really good battler, especially with her next ability. As the Heroine of Justice, Athena selects 1 player she will support in battle, and she adds 1 to her highest champion's roll. So she could choose herself essentially in that battle. So basically, if you get the Aegis, you're having an automatic 5 on the dice, which makes you virtually impossible in the duel. And then if her champion wins, she gets 10 hero points. So really, really cool champion. I think she's a fantastic one. Demeter's really, really unique. I probably don't recommend her on this first one, Aaron. I would recommend either Athena or Atlas on this one. She has some things that are, you got to really, really pay attention to. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend her on the first one if that's okay.
I'll go with Atlas. That makes sense.
Beautiful. Okay, Atlas for Aaron. And then let's see. I got Cronus, Achilles, and Calypso. I'm going to play Achilles. Put those champions over here. And then who else do we have? Karen, Joel, Luke. Who y'all going with this round? Looks like
I went with the Minotaur.
Okay, Minotaur, when he wins a duel, he steals 3 bonus drachmas from his opponent. So this guy's an eliminator. He's going to try to take people out of the game. And against all mortals, Minotaur adds +1 to his highest roll. Okay.
I think I'm going with Apollo.
Ooh, Apollo. Powerful. So Apollo, the bows of Artemis and Apollo relic is free to buy. Apollo can heal 5s into 6s on the cards in the minigame and receives 10 extra drachmas for all horse 7s from any player. And the muses are half off for Apollo, and the muses are one of the epics. And then Joel, another eliminator. He's got Poseidon. The Trident of Poseidon is free to buy and battle for.
Yep.
Poseidon can win the game at 140 victory points, and he receives a bonus of 2 drachmas and 2 hero points from each player when he plays the Trident of Poseidon. So that's an example, Aaron, of the playability. If you play the Trident of Poseidon, it creates a tidal wave and earthquake. And if you look over here on the price board, that little number there, that 3 silver and the 3 blue, when he plays it, he will free up or shake free 3 drachmas and 3 hero points from every player. And Poseidon's abilities, he can add 2 to that number. So he can steal up to 5 and 5 from every player. So we got to watch him in the beginning. Poseidon's a very, very powerful early game. So we'll go ahead and move these champions out of the way, and then things we'll just kind of talk about as we go, Aaron, and you'll pick it up real quick. The only last thing to do is to roll our spinner suit, and it's going to start off in the eagle suit. Now, this is only the spinner suit only has to deal with the gold and diamond wins in the game, and we'll kind of cover those in a second, Aaron. So then we're going to go ahead and move on to the betting phase. So everybody cast your bet. I recommend either 1 or 2, Aaron, this first round.
I'll do 2.
Since you have 5 per turn, you actually could press a little bit more coming. So you said 2, Aaron. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And Joel's out. And okay, here we go. Oh, let's see. I'm missing the ROA chip. Does anybody see that ROA chip?
Isn't it all to the far left?
There
I thought.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. And here we go. On to the cards. Everybody receives 1 card in the order. And we go to the flip. Aaron, you start first. So you got a 2. Now, just so you know how the deck is, there's a lot of 1s, there's a lot of 2s, there's a lot of 3s, there's less 4s, less 5s, even less 6s, and even less 7s, and then there's 2 wilds in the deck.
There is a 7.
There is a 7. Yep.
But if you don't get it first, it kind of means nothing unless you have a 1. Well, if you go over 7, can you still win?
It's a bust if you go over 7.
Oh, so, yeah. If you don't see 7 first, forget about it.
Right. So unless 7's on the first, it's actually bad to get those 7s for sure. So you got the 2. Would you like to hit, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a 3.
Okay.
So good, probably a good hit here. And then a 4. So here's the really cool thing, Aaron. Let's take a look at our Olympus wins here. So the silver win you can see is stay under 7 using 4 or more cards. If you do that, you get 15 extra drachmas and 5 hero points. And then one of the ways to get a gold win is to actually get a 7 using 4 or more cards. And that's worth 25 extra drachmas and 10 hero points. So with 3 cards and only having a 4 on the card, this is a great opportunity to go for a silver or a gold win. So I recommend
Do it.
Nothing venture, nothing gain. Let's go for it.
Love it.
Let's go.
Flip. And he got it.
Nice.
All right.
Yep, do it.
Oh,
Silver
4 7.
is going to net you 15 more drachmas and 5 hero points. I am going to stay at a 6. So Luke, you at least need to get a 6. So in a 5-player game, there's going to be 3 winners. It looks like Joel has a 6 as well. So Karen and Luke have to at least get a 6 if they want to be a winner here. So Luke will hit, and he's got 2 3s. You want to split, Luke? So he's going to split right here. This means you can double your bet, and if you get the same 2 cards in the first one, you can make 2 hands. Which one do you want to hit first, the horse or the lion? And hit the lion. So he's got a 4. He's going to hit. So he's got a 7.
That's 7.
Okay. Hits on this one. You want to split again? He's going to do it. Okay. Go and put it over here. Okay. Which one do you want to hit? Horse or any suit? Okay. And he's got a 5. Got a hit. And a bust on that one. And a hit here. He's got a 5. He at least needs a 6. And he's got a 6 there. You want to stay? Or you want to hit? You going to stay? Oh, he's going to hit. His vocals must be out here. And a bust. But interesting enough, so you can see this, Aaron. These infinity suits mean that you can count as any suit. So he has 3 any suits there, and then a horse. So he basically has a suited all in the horse suit. He busted, but if you bust in the same suit, you don't lose that bet. So that one's going to stay. So Karen,
Oh,
you
nice.
need a 6. So we got a hit here.
Yep.
And a bust there. Sorry.
This is
So
rigged.
we go. Now we go to the payment. So there's your 2 for the original.
Rough round for me.
Your 10 and 5, 15 extra drachmas, and then 5 extra hero points for your silver win. I won 2, and let's see. Luke busted on this one, so that one's there, and then he busted on that one, so doesn't lose that. And then Joel, we forgot you. Sorry, I just assumed you were going to stay at the 6. Sorry, Joel. Were you going to stay there? I assumed
Yep, I'm sticking with a 6.
Yeah, I thought that was a for sure, so I should have asked you though. And then 2 to Joel.
Yep, I was going to stick.
Okay, and then we just put these here. Oh, and then we got to get our per turn. So Atlas gets 5 more drachmas and 5 hero points for being Atlas. Any other per turns? Let's see Achilles. So if Athena, Hermes, Poseidon, Hephaestus, or Hera, or Odysseus in the game, Achilles gets 10 hero points per turn. So Poseidon is in the game, so I'm going to get 10 hero points. Any other per turns for everybody?
So mine says receive extra 10 drachmas for all horse 7s from any player. Did any of those? What am I looking for with that?
So either a 7 on the first card in the horse suit or a suited 7 in the horse suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that's all the per turn. So I'll go ahead and stack these here on Aaron's board, and then Aaron's going to be able to go first. So Aaron, you got you got a great first round, so you got a lot of gold to work with here. So you virtually could buy almost anything you wanted. The cheapest items, if we look at the price board to start, are the glories and obviously the Hand of Midas. Another good one would be the Golden Fleece, which gives the holder 10 hero points per turn, and that only costs 5 drachmas, so that could really stack with your Atlas ability pretty well. So up to you, my friend.
I'll go with the Golden Fleece.
Love it.
And a vowel.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. Okay, so he paid his 5, and he now has the Golden Fleece, so he's going to get 15 hero points per turn going forward. Okay, and now to me. Let's see. I'm going to. So I can't roll less than a 4. And I can duel up to 5 drachmas. So as far as duels go, Aaron, you can duel up to 2 drachmas, unless your champion's abilities say otherwise. But hero points, you can duel as many as the other player and you have. So it can be up to 40, 50, as many as you two have. Drachmas only up to 2 unless your champion says otherwise. So I'm going to get a little bit crazy right now, if you can believe it. And Karen, I'm going to come at you, unfortunately.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
So I'm going to duel for 5. And again, you can only do up to 2, but Achilles, one of his abilities is he can duel up to 5 drachmas. And remember, he can't roll less than a 4 in the duels. So I'm putting Karen all in here.
So the reason he's doing this, Aaron, is because I've kicked his butt at this game many, many times.
The history. Gotcha.
That's where this is coming from.
Yep.
I gotta
yeah,
act.
true.
I gotta act now or forever hold my peace, Karen.
Truth right there.
What am I rolling for?
So you gotta at least. I have a 4. So we'll see what I roll here. So I have a 4 on the dice. You can't roll less than a 4. So you got to get a 5 or a 6 to beat me.
oh.
Sorry. So
Wait, you just eliminate me that quick?
I did. So this is an example of
He
elimination.
just did the killing stroke on you.
So
Now
Karen.
I'm just going to sit here and deal out snark.
Oh, Karen, I'm sorry.
So can we just back up just for a second? Like, you challenged her and now she's gone from this round or the game?
He's gone from the game.
Wow. This
Yep.
is punitive. It's like you're punishing people.
Yeah, there is some stuff sometimes. You can do those eliminations.
Boy.
Achilles, he's naturally, his natural character is those duels, those one-on-one duels. So in addition, so he can duel for 5 drachmas, and if the duel is won, then he gets to collect 10 hero points from the bank. So sorry, Karen, I hated to do it.
Karen, you should have aimed for the heel. You know that.
You gotta get the heel, Karen.
No, the thing I do love about this, though, is a lot of elimination games, they're not normally my favorite because you're bored out of your mind for the next hour. But this one's short enough that it doesn't bug me, and there's enough taunting to keep you entertained.
I'm expecting a lot of content here, Karen. So over to Minotaur.
I'm going to go with the Trident of Poseidon.
Okay. So he's going to get the Trident. He's going to look over at the price board and see that the Trident costs 5 drachmas. So he's anticipating Poseidon over there. And the Trident, just looking in the abilities, while in your possession, you get to roll 2 dice, and you get to use your highest roll. And when played, the Trident creates a huge earthquake and tidal wave, shaking drachmas and hero points from each player. So he's trying to take advantage of Poseidon there. And he's paid that. And Karen Sosari is out, and so we're on to Poseidon. Joel?
I think I'm going to try. I mean, I probably want to battle for the Poseidon, right? Or
So
Trident.
the items bought, with the exception of a rare few, that if they're bought their round, they are safe for a round. Items that are not safe, if the round that they're bought.
Oh, okay, so for one more round.
Yeah, and then if somebody were to play the Muses on the Glories, that's the only thing that's not safe.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna. Well, let's see.
So Minotaur,
Nine
they both have,
coins. I'm thinking of getting the Aegis, but
yeah. And the good thing is, this is the last turn, so you could get the Aegis and still be safe. And since we have dueling items, I was going to recommend the Aegis, so you can duel for the Trident, or you can protect yourself against me. Or the Hand of Midas would also be really, really
well, the
good.
problem is it's 8.
I would maybe get the Thunder.
Yeah, let's actually do.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I think I've learned to listen to my wife, and since I'm not
Because I'm
playing her,
clearly
she's
doing
out,
so well.
I'll listen to her.
That
Thunderbolt.
normally works out in your favor.
I'll go with the Thunderbolt. So that's 5, correct?
Yep. So we look at the price board. It's at the 5 price, and we will take the Thunderbolt. And then the ROA will move in the turn cycle, and we're on to the betting phase. Okay. I'm going to bet 4. Now, Aaron, the last person in the betting, receiving cards has an advantage, kind of like in a casino, the house always wins. You basically have the opportunity to see if everybody busts before you take your card. So they kind of have an advantage if you want to press a little bit on your bet.
I did 2 last time?
Yep.
What do I have? 10?
You got 15 plus 9, so you got 24 right now. 24 draw.
Oh, wow. I'll do 3.
Nice.
Which isn't, I said it like it was a lot more than 2, but I don't know why I said it that way. Like, I'll do 1 more than I did last time.
Okay, here we go. And to the okay, and I will hit. So real cool, Aaron. 4s can count as a 1 or a 4 on the cards. So I have a 2 or a 5 right now. I'm going to hit, and I have a 7 because the 4 can count as a. Oh, excuse me, I busted. Excuse me. So
That's
busted.
8, yeah.
Yeah, some bad math there. Sorry, everybody. Okay, Luke.
I'm gonna hit.
Want to split?
I'm gonna split, but if I die, I'm done for.
Good
I
luck.
like that ability, being able to have 2 different wagers going.
Yeah, it's fun. And real quick, sorry. Oh, just kidding. Nobody got the Hand of Midas. If you have the Hand of Midas, you can do those bets for free. So say you had bet like 10 and you get a split, you can use one of these instead of using your own money to match that bet. It's kind of a cool thing. Which one do you want to hit, Luke?
I'm gonna go with this one on the left.
Okay. 5
I'm gonna hit.
and 7.
Yes.
Nice.
Not any suits, so
Nice.
just regular
Just
7.
the win.
then a 5.
Okay.
You want to hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. And bust on that one.
If it's another 2, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's rigged.
So right now we have, so in a 4-player game, there's 2 winners. So there's 1 bust and a 7. So up to you, Joel. You want to hit?
Yep. I mean,
And a bust there, but it's a suited bust.
yep.
Your
Yes.
money.
No, that's
So
fun.
here's the cool thing, Aaron. Since there's been 3 busts, you could win at a 3 and do nothing. Something that you could do right here is double down, which is double your bet and you receive 1 more card. So it's a way you can kind of get some more cash if you'd like, or you could just stay and win with your 3 right now.
I'll keep it interesting. Let's
Double down. Here we go. Good
I'll
luck.
go against my instincts of just keeping it safe.
Oh, should I see your instincts were right?
Can we go back in time and do that again? Okay. No? Okay.
Dang it. Some of those gut reactions, it's always right, huh? Okay, but good thing is you do get your 5 drachmas and 5 hero points per turn. I get 10 hero points for being Achilles and Poseidon's in the game. And then, you get 10 more hero points for having a golden fleece. Any other per turns I'm missing? Okay. Now we'll do an example of how to count victory points right now with Aaron's board. So Aaron has 3 silvers, 3 silver drachmas. So that's 3 victory points plus 10. That's 2 5s. And then he has 1 10. Oops. 2 5s, 1 10, so total of 23 victory points there. And then he has 3 5 in the hero points. And then he has 1 10 in blue, so total of 48 victory. He has the golden fleece as well. So we'll mark that. That's worth 8 victory points. So he has a total of 56 victory points. And we would just move this every single round so that you can see, so everybody can make the best decisions with that. Let's see. Joel has the Thunderbolt of Zeus, which is worth 10. And then he's got 4 silver drachmas. And then...
Just 14.
Yes. And then Luke has, 2 silvers. And he's got the Trident. And SJ has 3 of the blues. So it's 30. Plus 10 silvers. Okay, and I have the ROA, so I am up first, and I have 40 victory points, so we can see. Do I continue my path here? I think I do. I'm gonna battle my buddy Joel in the corner.
You're very aggressive today.
I am. I really am. I'm gonna put them all in with this 4.
Gonna try and take all the Smiths out.
I am.
Seriously, invite us all to
He's got that killer
Facebook
joke.
and then kick our bums on here.
I'm sorry. It's just the path of Achilles, and those Smiths have taken to me so many times. I'm trying to get some revenge here.
Okay, I'll get you later.
And I get an automatic 4 on the dice, remember. And so it's a 2, but I have an automatic 4, so you got to get a 5 or a 6, Joel. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. So the spoils of the eliminated go to the player who eliminated. So the Thunderbolt will go to me, and unfortunately, Joel is out of the game.
Oh wow!
So out of the game. That was brutal.
Yeah,
That was
quick.
brutal, SJ.
It can be quick. It can be really quick. I'm sorry, friends. Okay.
This is a solidarity between Joel and Karen, is what we're seeing here.
This is good though, because in all the playthroughs that we had, we've never seen elimination. So I think it's really, really cool for players to see this is how it would be done. And so I'm grateful, Karen and Joel, that you would do it for us so that players can see the way you win.
That's just what you want to hear.
We're really glad to be here for that. Thank you. Yeah.
You're lost.
Karen and Joel, thanks for losing.
Good time, Mark. Thanks for the invite.
Okay, Luke, you are up, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna duel Aaron.
Okay.
For I can do 2 drachmas, but if I win, I get 5.
A total of 5. Yeah, you can get 3 more from him. Okay, so
I get 2 dice because I am the holder of the Trident of Poseidon.
Right.
He gets 2 dice, so
But he's only going to take the highest of the 2. Yeah. We'll go and
gotcha.
zoom in on this duel. He'll roll first. First roll.
Yes.
Oh, got a 6 and a 1. I'll go ahead and roll, Aaron. Here we go. And a 3.
Yes.
So 2, so 5.
Minotaur.
5 to Luke there. And we'll put these 2 back. Okay. And Aaron, you are up in the turn cycle, my friend.
So how much?
You still got quite a bit of gold still. So you still have 10, 15, 18 in drachmas.
We're going up by 1 incrementally. We'll go with 4.
Oh, so you get an action, Aaron, first before the betting phase. So you get to buy something right now. You could duel. Hand of Midas could be good for you, Aaron, in that you're already getting 5 and 5 per turn. You got the golden fleece giving you extra hero points. The Hand of Midas could give you those extra drachmas per turn.
The Helm of Hades would make you invisible to duels.
Yep.
Since you're oddly aggressive.
Let's go with Karen's suggestion.
That's
true. Yeah.
Good job, Karen. That's well
Aaron,
said.
I feel like that's a wise move because you can probably tell that Karen is pretty bitter right now. Like she's really mad at SJ. So she's thinking, what can I do virtually to make sure he loses?
I appreciate that.
That's beautiful. It was a good strategic cue, Karen. Well done.
I'm just gonna get on the Facebook comments and just leave like little poo emojis the whole time.
Okay, and we're on to the betting phase again. So, Aaron, you said you were going to go 4, or you want to go less now?
I'll still go 4.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and break up your 10 here then. 5. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll take one of those back. And your 5 back. And Luke, you got your bet out? Oh, here we go. Good luck.
I never asked. So, how much did the invisibility ability cost?
It cost 5. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to
Oh,
zoom in on that and move that mover.
That's the market value. That's fine.
Yes. Okay, and here and here. And the playability, Aaron, just so you know, every glory has a playability. While in your possession, you can't be dueled with the Helm of Hades. The playability, if at any time, obviously before the bet, you could put it on your bet and it would protect you against a loss, like an immunity idol and survivor kind of thing.
But
So,
would it go back to me if I win, or
no, lost either way, but kind of so if ever you're betting 50 drachmas, that would be the time to kind of cover that bet. So this is an example with the 7 on the first card. Oh wow, so really, really cool. So 7 on the first card would usually mean a bronze Olympus Win, but you can see it's in the eagle suit, and this suit is the same as the spinner suit, so this is a gold win. You can see get a suited spinner 7. So it's a 7 in the eagle suit, which is the spinner suit. So we'll leave that for now, but that's probably a gold win unless Luke can counteract that here.
Darn.
So Luke, you're gonna hit.
Yep.
Right? Okay. And Luke got a suited 7
Suited 7.
the lion.
Bronze.
So that's a bronze win. Well done. Okay. So Aaron, as you see, there's 2 7s, so you have to get a 7. It's the only Olympic.
yeah, the odds are in my favor too.
So you have a 2 or a 5. We'll go again. And
I did get a 7.
You did get it.
5.
You just called it at the wrong time. So I'll take these 4 here. Oops, camera's gone wild there. Take these 4, and let's see. I'll go ahead and put those back in there and just take a 10. Take these 2. Okay, and then let's see. Aaron gets his 5 drachmas and 5 hero points and 10 hero points for the golden fleece.
SJ, I have to go grab a charger real quick, so if you miss me.
No problem. Okay, and I get 10 hero points. Oh, actually, Poseidon is not in the game anymore, so I do not get those hero points anymore per turn. But I did win the 10, and then I win 25 extra drachmas for my gold win and 10 hero points for that gold win. And then Luke got 10, so he bet 6. So his 6 is there, and then he won a bronze win, which is 10 extra drachmas and 5 extra hero points. And go ahead and stack these here, and we'll get a victory point count for everybody. So Aaron has 2 bronzes, and he's got 2 blues, and he's got 4 silvers and 4 purples. So Aaron has 72 victory points currently. Okay, SJ had a big win there. So he's got 3 golds, which is going to be 30 victory points, 1 bronze. Let's see here. SJ acquired the Thunderbolt of Zeus. He's got 8 silver drachmas and 3 golds and 2, or just 1 bronze and 5 blue hero points. So 103 victory points for me. And Luke, where are you at, my friend? Luke has the Trident, and then he has 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. And then he has 5 hero points. 5, so 38 for Luke. Okay, and Luke has the ROA.
All right, so I am going to acquire the Hand of Midas.
Okay, which level are you going to buy it at?
I am going to buy it at the 15 level.
Wow, big. So he's going to buy it at the 15 level, which means next turn he's going to receive 20 drachmas on his turn. So that's quite big. Okay, and to Aaron.
How much did he bet? How much did he bet?
He just bought the Hand of Midas at the 15 level.
Oh, he's using that in
Correct.
his own money.
Correct.
Right.
And then
15.
yeah, you still have, let's see, 10, 14 in drachmas, so you still got some cash to do some buying here.
What's in the marketplace? I mean,
So there's 6 of the 7 relics still left. The Aegis, which is a battle item. The Hammer of Hephaestus, which makes all the items cheaper. Hermes Winged Helm and Sandals, which it protects your bet if you bet 3 every time. Belt of Aphrodite steals hero points. The Bows of Artemis and Apollo is too expensive, and the Nemean's too expensive at this point for you.
let's go with Hermes.
Cool.
You said it protects you as long as you bet 3?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's worth quite a bit of victory points. So
How much did Hermes cost?
yeah, so it costs you 10, and it's worth 20 victory points. And the other cool thing is stacking relics gives you a victory point bonus. So you get the 2 relic bonus, which is an extra 10. Gets you Hermes Winged Helm and Sandals, but you lose your 2. So I am at currently 82 victory points for Atlas, for Aaron. Okay, and my turn now. I am going to get the Bows of Artemis and Apollo for 20 drachmas. And then we are ready to Aaron, and we are on to the next betting phase. Aaron, how many would you like to bet? You have 4 drachmas.
It got a little echoey out. You said I have 2 left? Or 4?
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay, because the Hermes cost 10. I'm incentivized to bet 3.
Correct. You nailed it. Aaron. Great catch. You are. Can't lose it, for sure. Okay, and here we go. Okay. Oh, I'm on
Wild. Okay.
Oh, we forgot to roll our spinner suit again. Oops. Roll that. And it's in the wolf suit. Okay, so we'll start with you, Aaron, with the 1.
Okay.
So if you had the Hand of Midas or the cash, you could split here, but since it's just the 2 1s, definitely hit here. So you got a 5. So now the decision's up to you. Do you stay at a 5, or do you try to go for the silver or gold win, which is the 4 more cards, staying under or getting a 7? Up to you, my friend. You can't lose the 3, so.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll go for it then.
Okay, we need a 1, 2, 4, or wild. 1, 2, 4, or wild. And he got it. Silver win.
All right, 1.
So that's going to be 15 extra drachmas and 5 hero points. And then we come to me with my wild. I'm going to choose that to be a 7, and I'm going to choose it to be in the suit of the wolf, which is going to be another gold win for me. And we're welcome
to that, right?
And Luke, up to you, my friend.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
SJ, I think that Lukey's having some issues there. So we are making an executive decision. And Karen, congratulations. You have now been moved up. You're taking over for Luke.
Wait, really?
Congrats.
Yeah, Luke's having some connection issues, so it's all you now.
And you're back in the game, Karen.
Which one is he even?
He's Minotaur.
You got a 3 Cloak of Resurrection. Welcome back.
Wow.
So you just hit, you got the 6, which is a bust, but it's suited, so you do not lose it. So we go to our payouts here, and I won the 5 there, plus another 25 for my gold win.
So SJ, is there ever a scenario where if you have a wild in the same suit as the spinner that you would not pick a 7?
The only time that you wouldn't is if you're going for a diamond win. So the diamond win is to get a suited spinner 7 with 2 or more cards in your own suit. So say I was the wolf suit and the spinner suit was in the wolf, then I would try, if I wanted to go for the wild, right, which is 50 extra drachmas and 20 extra hero points, I would have to do it with 2 or more cards. So I would just try to hope that I would get anything in the wolf less than a 7, right? Not a 7 wolf, but like say I was the wolf suit and the spinner suit was in the wolf and I got this 1 in the wolf, then that would be a diamond win because I got a suited spinner 7 in the spinner suit and in my own suit if I was a wolf. So that's the only reason you would not take the wild in a gold suit.
Gotcha. Cool. I figured you had a reason. I just want to know what it was.
That was a really great question, Aaron. Let's see. And then Aaron, he won his 3 plus he won his silver win, which is 15 extra drachmas and 5 extra hero points. And in addition, he wins 10 extra hero points for the Golden Fleece and then 5 drachmas and 5 hero points for being Atlas. And then, Karen's going to get 20 drachmas for having the Hand of Midas at that current level. And here we go.
It says he gets the free bets too.
Correct. Sorry, let's get those free as well. I'll go ahead and put those on the Hand of Midas for you.
Okay.
And if you can see my friend, this is my daughter Kennedy. She loves Seven Fortunes. She's an absolute star. She just couldn't help come and check out what's going on here.
Cute.
Hey, Karen, just FYI, Luke is watching you very carefully. He just posted this and said, Karen, do me proud. I'm still on, but no video or audio. Haha. So don't make him look bad is what he's saying.
I'm just going to go after Spencer. Sorry. Like, that's okay with him probably because he's your brother, right?
Yeah. I think that's pretty accurate that he would go after me. I'm just going to go ahead and stack these here for Aaron. And then we'll get a victory point count for everybody so everybody can use their turns wisely. Just stacked here. Okay, so Aaron, let's see what he has. So he's got 7, and he's got 2 bronzes, and he has 110, and then he has 3 blues. And so just so everybody, if you haven't seen us play the lives, I have an Excel doc that we're going to give to everybody on the website to make the counting easier. So when I'm saying purples and 10s, the purples are blues, I'm just putting that into my Excel algorithm and it counts it up really, really quickly for me. Let's see. So I have Aaron at 125 victory points. So he's nearing it. And then Aaron, you have ROA. So kind of think about where you'd like to do while we're counting here. I have 6 blues, and I have the bows of Artemis and Apollo, and the Thunderbolt of Zeus, and then I have 8, 3, and 3, and I got 6 blues. So I am currently at 153 victory points. So if I can hold this through a full turn cycle, meaning I have to win, you and Karen, I would win. Yeah. And then let's see, Minotaur has Karen. has the Trident and the Hand of Midas, and then it's 2, 1, and 3. 2, 1, and 3. 2, 1, 3.
Okay, don't let SJ win. It's all to you guys.
So Luke and Karen
No pressure.
together are at 43 victory points. 43. Okay, so Aaron,
Wow.
you're first, my friend.
Okay, so because you are on the cusp of a win,
Right.
would this be a good time for me to try to duel you to take you out, or how does that work?
So the only way to take me out is for me to run out of drachmas, and since you can only do up to 2 drachmas, unless your abilities say so, like Achilles, he can duel it for 5 drachmas. So you could duel me for a hero point battle, and you have a lot of hero points, so that would be good. The only problem is you're risking that I have the automatic 4 on the dice. So if you're feeling lucky, you think you can get the 5 or 6 for sure, then that would be the way to do it. Instant ways that you could chip me down are the epics. The Trojan horse, if you play that on me, it could steal half my cash and give it to you. And that price is over here on the price board. Another thing you could do is play the sirens on me. This automatically steals 10 hero points from me, and I have to bet half my money next round on the stacking minigame. And if I win on that stacking minigame, you get all my winnings. So that's another way you can chip me down right now. You could play Pandora's Box, which would kill the Bowls of Artemis and Apollo. So some things you could do, and probably epics are the best bet, unless you feel to duel.
This is the part of the game where we usually gang up on whoever's ahead. And
Right.
it kind of feels like, that analogy of like how to keep crabs in a hole, like they pull each other back down.
Yes.
This is where we all just attack who's ever ahead.
Yes.
Sounds like Pandora's Box has some promise to it. I don't know.
Yeah. If I was to recommend anything, that would be it. I don't like it, but it's definitely the best strategic move because then it steals the bow, or kills the bows, and therefore I can't steal Karen's turn and have 2 actions, which would be critical for me this round. So I think you're right on basis there, Aaron, to play Pandora's Box on me.
I see Mark communicated that to me through a blinking language he developed.
That dog.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, I think that's good. So is that what you want to do, Aaron? It costs 10, but it will give you 15 hero points from the bank for doing that.
Hey, let's be clear, though. I am totally on board of taking SJ out. So whatever it takes. Smoke signals, carrier pigeons, telepathy. I'll do whatever it takes.
I like that attitude.
So that got you 15 extra hero points. Cost you 10. But a good play, Aaron. So that now puts you. So you got 1 more of those, and then 1 more of these. Aaron is now at 145 victory points. Wow. So now to me, what to do? Do I risk it? Is the question. I'm going to go for it. I'm really going to go for it here. I've been rolling all night. So, Aaron, I'm going to challenge you to, I can't. The Helm of Hades says no to me. Blocks stuff at the rim.
It's invisible.
So I can't duel you. Okay. Ouch. Well, I got to do it then. I got to buy back the bows of Artemis and Apollo. I hate to do it, but.
Just a question. So the one trade-off of the invisibility is if you're in a better position to duel someone, you can't.
You actually can. Yeah, you can choose to take the helm off or on. Just if somebody's dueling you, you're protected against it, right? So you're saying you could allow the duel? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it worked both ways. Like, you have it, so you okay. But I would have to just discard it.
Correct. You could choose it. So, I'll take this back. Thanks, Aaron, for that catch. Would you like to duel me?
Not really. I just
okay.
If I did, do you still get the 2 die? The 2 dice?
I just get the 1 dice, but remember Achilles, his ability is he can't roll less than a 4 in the duels.
Oh.
So
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. But yeah, really great clarification for everybody. Yeah, you can choose to take the helmet on or off, right?
For the comment. I ask good questions, but still lose a lot. But that's okay. That's how you learn.
Yes. And then, Karen, to you.
I am going to do the Apple of Discord on you, Spencer.
Okay. So hold on real quick. Let me get you an updated count here. So I lost 20, so I'm at 143 now with the bows again. So you're going to play the Apple of Discord on me, which is that item that's going to get the nerf, but at the current moment, it does not have the nerf. So I have to buy it at the 10, and ouch. And then I have to roll a dice. This hurts, Karen. This is good, but you're taking advantage of those items that are not quite nerfed and buffed yet. So, and a 3. So the Apple of Discord, you can see it here. Carnage awaits the fairest. Choose a player to pay the cost of the apple for you, and then that same player rolls a dice, and you multiply that number by 5, and that is the number of hero points that player loses to the bank. So we're actually going to nerf that, meaning we're going to weaken that a bit here before the final edition. But since we're in the live game, and we really took advantage of Karen on this one the other time, so she's smart to take advantage of me here. So I lose 15 here to the bank. So we get 5 here.
They literally just played that over and over on me. Like everybody.
Terrible. Yeah, we really did. I got to get that nerf in place immediately. And then
you can't hear this, SJ, but you should hear the crowd. I mean, think Madison Square Garden right now, just erupting with happiness as to what's happening to you.
Well, I understand it. I really get it. Everybody wants to take Golden State down. The truth is I'm far from Golden State. As the creator of the game, I rarely win, which is so crazy. And I don't think I've won any of these previews. So, yeah,
that's a sign of a really good and well-designed game, then.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Think about it. Yeah.
Yes. And that's the key, that anybody really has a shot. And it's never over. It's like Karen says, if somebody's really up in the lead and then people have cash to do something to that leader, then they're just really, really chipped down to size. And then somebody who was in the lower tier who nobody was paying attention to can come out of nowhere and win it. So it's super cool. A lot of flips and turns there. So let's see. I now have 100 and let's see, because I lost another 10. So I have 0 of those 10s now. So you guys can, I am at 118 now. 118. That was quite the chip down. And let's see, the big leader right now is Aaron at 145, and Karen stayed the same. So we're on to the betting phase again. ROA goes to me, and everybody cast your bets. What to do? Kenny, do you feel bet 5? All right, beautiful. Aaron, how about you, my friend?
How much cash do I have?
So you have 10, 17. So protected with the 3 with Hermes, but up to you.
I'll do the 3.
Okay, here we go.
So if I bet more than 3, am I just protected up to 3?
Up to 3. Yep.
So I'll do 5 then. I'll do 5 if I can protect 3 of that 5.
Well, sorry. If you bet 5, then the 3 is not.
Oh, okay. I thought it was up. Okay, gotcha. I understand.
So staying at the 3 though.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So I have a 3. I'm gonna hit. I have a 5. Ugh. Aaron, you gonna stay? We're gonna win together, my friend, at 5s.
What is that?
I'm gonna stay and put the pressure on you, Aaron. I'm gonna stay on 5s. Okay, Karen. Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here comes those free bets, right?
Yep.
Okay, and bet the 5. So which one you want to hit first, the eagle or lion?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 and 6.
Yep.
Okay, and here we go. And here we go again. Split city, right, Karen? Split in again. Okay. Which one do you want to hit, lion or wolf?
This one.
Okay. Oh, let's go. Here comes the cash to Karen. Things can happen really, really fast.
Split 4 times?
Yep. Split up to 5. Yep.
This is where I pretend I know how to play blackjack at all, but I don't.
Put this on the table. You're really buzzing.
Yep.
So here we go. Oh, let's go.
Just roll with it.
So for sure,
Nice.
win on that one. Here we go.
What was the spinner on?
Yeah, it's at a bear right now, currently. Bust on that one. And then this last hand, a 6. So we got 2 6s and a 7. So that's tough. That automatically makes me a loser.
Nice.
So it makes you have to hit, Aaron.
Oh, I have to. Well, if I have to, I have to.
6.
Here we are.
Got a 7. Perfect.
7.
Nice. 7.
Lucky
Okay,
7.
so here's the payouts here. So Karen, your 6 wins on this one, or excuse me, it loses on this one because Aaron got a 7. So let's see here because there's only 2 winners. So the 7's wins. Here's a 5 for that one. That one's a, and then you win 10 more drachmas and 5 hero points, and then you get 20 drachmas for the Hand of Midas. Wow.
Sweet.
Just like that, she's back in the game. Okay, and Aaron gets his 3, and he gets 5 drachmas, and he gets 10 hero points for the Golden Fleece, and 5 hero points for being Atlas. And, wow. So Karen, just so you know, we can work together this round, my friend, because Aaron's the big leader. He's just going to put him over 150. So let's put old grievances behind us, and let's just work together to keep the game going.
The enemy, my enemy is my friend. I see.
Exactly, Aaron. Exactly, my friend.
Now I think I already like Aaron a little more. So
let's get a victory point count here for Aaron. Aaron has, let's see, he's got 10 and 3 on the drachmas, 10 and 3 bronze, 0 of the golds, and then he has 5 and 8. 5 and 8. 5 blues, 8 purples. So Aaron is currently at 158 victory points. 158. Okay, SJ is chipped down to size here, so he lost 5. So he's got just 2 now. Oh, that's it on that. So 113 for SJ. And then Karen, where are you at? So you got the Hand of Midas.
I kind of wish you had been saying things in the third person this whole time. I'm waiting for you to say SJ says.
Hilarious. Okay, Luke has got, or Karen has got 5 and 2 and 3 and then 2 purples. So Karen has 83 victory points.
Wow.
So I'm going to steal, before I take my action, I'm going to use the bows of Artemis and Apollo and steal Aaron's turn.
Turn
So
on.
my first action, I am going, let's see, how do I maximize here? With my first action, I'm going to steal Hermes' winged helmet and sandal from Aaron by using the Thunderbolt of Zeus. So that goes in my possession, and then Karen, to you.
That hurts.
Sorry, Aaron. Hermes' winged helmet and sandal and the relic bonus. That puts me at 133. 133.
I'm so torn. I just want to pick on you, Spencer, but I should probably attack him, huh?
Well, Aaron is now at, since he lost Hermes' winged helmet and sandals, Aaron is now at 128.
Oh, okay, I will pick on you then.
That was 30 points?
Yeah, because Hermes is worth 20, and then you had the relic bonus of 10 for having 2 relics.
Oh, ouch.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm looking at Mark. Help me out here, man.
I feel like you're in a pretty good place. I mean,
Send him a
Karen,
message, Mark. Send him a message.
Karen should still be.
Sorry, Mark. Keep going.
No, I'm just being dumb. So SJ, sirens, what do they do?
So the sirens, they lure travelers to sea with disasters when played. The sirens steal up to 10 hero points and forces the player to bet half their drachmas on the next mini hand. If that hand wins, then that person collects all the winnings from that next stacking mini.
Do I want to do that? Maybe I want to buy the lion skin just because I have a bunch of money.
It's a good move.
All right.
But just real quick.
What?
So there's only one item that's not safe the same round that it's bought. Well, the cool thing is nobody has the Thunderbolt, so you're fine. You're safe. So, but if somebody had the Thunderbolt and you got the Nemean lion skin that round, then somebody could essentially play the Thunderbolt and steal the Nemean. the same round. It's the only item not protected through a full round.
I don't think I noticed the Thunderbolt was right there. I actually want that.
Okay. And that's still at 5.
You had to bring up the Thunderbolt. I mean,
I had to do it.
she wasn't even thinking about it. Karen was like, whatever.
I should just let her get the name in, right? And then on my second turn, because I stole Aaron's.
Ouch.
Well, Aaron, I'm going to ask you an honest question. So you're at 128 right now.
Yeah.
We both could roll the dice right here and just create a winner. You know what I mean? By a hero point battle. If you take off the helm and battle me, we could get a winner right now. It's just how you feeling. You know what I mean? You feel like you could beat the 4.
Let's go for it.
All right. I love it.
Go for it. Yeah.
You have the 128. I have the 133.
Risking it. I love it.
Let's bet 30. This would give one of us the win. Whoever can get the best on the dice. So here we go. Achilles versus Atlas. The final battle. And here, Karen, Aaron, who do you choose to roll your dice? Maybe the touches are different. You want Karen to roll it?
Sure.
All right.
Wait,
Karen,
why would I roll his dice?
Well,
Oh, because he's not. Yep. Okay.
Right. Okay. My roll is a 6. Let's go.
I'm rolling this one.
And Aaron expected to get the new team.
And a 3.
Sorry, Aaron.
Hey, that's okay. That's all right. It happens.
It was a good battle. It was a good thought. I mean, either one of us could have won it there. But that over the 150, and that is the end of a turn cycle. And therefore, it makes Achilles the big winner today at 7 Fortunes.
Good job. You finally won.
Finally got it.
No bias on.
We got one.
No bias on Tabletopia right there, SJ.
I'll be honest. Mark and I planned this a couple of weeks ago. You're welcome. We knew it would happen this way.
Yeah.
I sent a note to Aaron and I was like, guys, I have got to bring SJ Spirits up. I mean, he hit his goal really quick on Kickstarter. We got to bring him down to earth. So make him feel like he's going to lose and then rise him up and make him feel good again. And Aaron, you did it perfectly.
You know what? It was your planning, Mark.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Team effort.
Also, congrats on hitting the initial funding goal. That's good.
Thank you so much.
That's very good.
So, Aaron, any questions that you have or things that you want to ask for your podcast or anything else?
It's just more of a statement. Like, I like the blend of like a more traditional card game, and then just like a kind of like a mad dash to just get abilities and things to protect what you have or try to steal someone else's, and just the constant cycle of that is interesting. It works on a different, like, it feels like, hey, you're playing a regular card game, and then no, you're either protective mode, or like I got to go out there and really grind and get something. Because like Karen went from one turn where she had like 43 or 48. Next turn she had like 84 or something like that. So
yeah,
it's good that it can go up and down, and that once you hit the goal, the game isn't over. You have to hold it. That makes a big difference.
it really does.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for joining.
It's up to 6 people too. That's
Up to 6. Yep.
That's good. That's all right.
There's some really cool game modes, Aaron. Like in the beginning of the champion mode, we played standard draft mode, but there's another mode. It's ranked draft mode where all the champions are set out, and then in the roll order, people eliminate the champions they don't want in the game. For instance, if people are like, oh, SJ is really good with Achilles, we don't want him in the game, right? And so everybody bans a champion, and then everybody in the roll order will pick champions one at a time. And the cool thing is, the last person in the roll order can pick champions that are really, really good against other champions. So, for instance, say somebody picked Zeus, somebody at the end might pick Hera, because Hera has some really, really cool abilities that she can kind of play on Zeus, being his wife, and kind of always on his heels there about that. So all the stories kind of come into play with the champions. And really cool, also one of the modes is co-op. So you could play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. And basically the victory point count just goes up to, the 2 added or the 3 added. And then you're just working exclusively against the other team, working individually with your board, but then exclusively together against the others. So it's very, very cool in that way as well.
Oh, good. That's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you, Aaron.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We've had a good crew on here paying attention to Karen and Spencer fighting back and forth, and Joel and I sitting on the back, and me occasionally saying stupid things. It's always good to be the class clown. Thanks, Aaron, for joining. Everybody have a good night. Go check out our Kickstarter, and please back us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.